Welcome to Techstination. Joining us today is Mark Hughes, a screenwriter and Forbes contributing writer. Thanks for joining us, Mark.
Thank you for having me on the show this morning.
And what we're talking about are the upcoming 91st Annual Academy Awards, the Oscars, taking place this Sunday at the Dolby Theater in Hollywood, and the role of some technology, chiefly from Dolby, in some of the movies that are so popular and nominated. Give us the overall view of Dolby's role and what the company has meant to this industry.
Well, I think it's very fitting that this is the seventh year in a row that the Oscars have been held at Dolby Theater here in Los Angeles, because Dolby has really been transformative for the film industry and for the viewing experience of these award, whether it's award-nominated films or your big popcorn blockbusters with Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. When you look at the Oscars, for example, 5 of the 8 Best Picture nominees use Dolby technologies, and in the sound categories, which for your listeners who are really into the technical side, all of the sound nominees, that's 5 sound editing and 5 sound mixing nominees, all of them were presented in Dolby Atmos. And the Dolby cinemas, if you have a Dolby cinema near you, then definitely go check it out, because these technologies are like nothing you've seen previously in the theater. They can literally produce colors that have not existed in cinema before, because they have so many options now and there's so much they can do. And the sound, they place that sound in the 3D space around you in the room. So the air around you is actually filled with these nuanced sounds, and it's really just an incredible transformative experience.
Pretty exciting. So there are lots of theaters, and people can even bring some of this technology home, right?
Oh, definitely. If you've got the Dolby Cinema near you, I highly urge you to check it out. If you don't, then at the home level, you've got your television or your mobile device, the streaming services. They have these award-winning films and many others in Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos, so you can get that same incredible color and that beautiful contrast and that really great audio, and that, it's 3D sound is what I call it. You get that in your house, and it's an experience today in your home, sitting on your couch. You can have a theatrical experience that's better than what people were watching in an actual movie theater 10 and 20 years ago.
Pretty exciting. Now, since the awards are coming up, want to give us any predictions?
Sure, I'd be happy to. This is a really different year than usual, because it's a wide open race. There's a lot of diverse types of films that have been nominated, and from all kinds of genres. And I know there's some front runners that people are pointing to, but with 5 of the 8 being in Dolby technologies, the immersiveness of these films and how amazing they look, it's hard to just, any film that you look at, you kind of want to say, well, but what about this, but what about that? But the one that stands out to me, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, the one that stands out to me is one I watched right here at Dolby Theater during the premiere. It's Black Panther.
And that would really be unusual for, obviously, a breakthrough for Black Panther to take home some of the Oscars.
Yes, definitely. I think it's well positioned this year, because it was a real cultural phenomenon. It captured the zeitgeist. It was that lightning in a bottle moment for everyone at the theater. I mean, it's hard to talk to anyone that who hasn't seen Black Panther, and it's such a beloved movie that I think it's really going to come out. I think it's going to surprise a lot of people, and this has been a year of a lot of unexpected results and with things up in the air. I think it's going to benefit from that and is going to come up and surprise a lot of people.
And this year, no host. A lot of people. There's a lot of buzz about that.
Yeah, it's the thing with the Oscars is always, every year, it's one of the most watched television broadcasts around the world. It's always 25 to 30 or more million people worldwide. So it's very obvious that people love the Oscars. People love movies, and people love to see the movies. They love to see the Oscars, find out what are people talking about? What's going to be the film that wins it? And this year, there are so many different films, and with Black Panther in particular out there in the Best Picture category, possibly the first superhero movie to win it's the first nominated for Best Picture, and it could be the first to win Best Picture. That is a really big historical moment. So I think a lot of viewers are going to be tuning in and excited to see what happens.
Great stuff. And where is it that people can go for more information about Dolby and its role in all of this and its technology?
Well, you can go to Dolby.com and you can find out all about the Dolby technologies. You can find out where there's a Dolby cinema near you to watch the films, including the Oscar-nominated films, and find out all about the Oscars as well.
Terrific. Mark Hughes, thank you for taking the time with us.
Well, thank you for having me on. I enjoyed it.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C-Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C-Crane.